Hello, hello, hello. We are back playing Solo Challenge. Saturn Systems. Just played it, but I just checked this hand. I wasn't actually doing rerolls. I accidentally just clicked it before starting to hit record. But I saw this. I saw a beam from a thorium asteroid. Pretty good. Earth office, yeah. Lunar beam, great. Optimal arrow braking, also great. The lunar beam, I think, does work for us as well. In the first turn, we can't play that if we grab it though. I'm almost more into the lunar beam than I am into the arrow braking. But maybe not. It's so much energy early on, right? Because between the two, that's 5. It'll be 5 on each. And it's $3 cheaper because of Earth Office. The question is, do I play Earth Office first? Almost certainly not. I don't like that card that much. We're going to go this way. We're going to go for the 5 heat and energy. And then we'll get it next turn because we can get it next turn. And that'll be great. Pass. Because just checking our income. To play it, we need $11, so we could still grab 2 cards. Oh, I'm a sucker for a couple of these. Just a sucker. I always have to grab science. Though Cupola is income. In science, we're not even close, but I'll regret not taking. And Arctic algae is like a must. So, the way I kind of look at this is we have normal income. Like, it's fine. Like, $14, no actual income increase. But this insane amount of heat generation is going to throttle us through the early game with some TR generation every round. Here's a bunch of oceans I could grab. Is there anything I'm looking to play this turn? No. So we'll get the oceans. That's really good. And we're going to get the heat. So basically our plan is as simple as that. We're going to play these asteroid cards to get a bunch of oceans down after playing Arctic algae. Huge stonks. Get a couple of cards maybe. Toll stations is literally useless, but we will have 3 oceans, and we could go down the science path. Science. I'm looking at this. It's 20. If I want to do both, I can only grab 1 card. I really like the science card, but it's a little expensive, and I can do high impact turn. Oh wait, this one requires heat. Never mind. So I will grab it. Almost made a huge mistake, and y'all made fun of me for it. Energy or plant? I think plant is the only way we're struggling in this sense. We would get 10 plants out of this. Would you rather have 10 plants or 20 heat? I'm worried about leaning too far into the energy and heat, so I'm going to take the plant. And pass. Making a little... Oh no! I didn't click the button. I think it worked. I think it worked. I don't know. You'll have to see the instant replay. It gave us 20, then it gave us 1, and we don't have an actual income. And the heat did go up. I don't know. Cartels is a win. And that's not a win. Okay. So Arctic algae is like the must. And then we almost had enough for ice asteroid, but we're a little bit short. So we're just gonna, you know, get the mafia involved. The mafia. That gets us some heat production. Next turn we're gonna have 2 heat bumps. Oh boys. It's looking alright. We can also, what can we also do? What can we do? Because I like satellites. We only have 1 space tag that sticks. The question is just, do we space mirrors and satellites? Or we go down the ocean strats? I think we go down the ocean strats. Let's really just focus on the old terraforms, you know? So we'll go here, we'll look at game state before choosing our second card. Hackers is kind of a bad grab. And land claim is a super bad grab. I'll go for the card. I think the card, getting something worthwhile for playing is a big deal. Oh, for some reason I thought I could play Nitrolithic Moss this round, which is why I wasn't worried about getting a green ray. Imported Nitrogen's good. I think I will play Hackers because we got it for free. It's a little bit of lost heat potential, but we're gaining it back by doing these heat bumps. We're now, like, that's our income right now, not to mention... How do we get 5? Oh, the Hackers I just played, of course. So we're in a pretty good money-wise spot. These are still good. This is good. So I think the ocean is like the no-brainer, and I think the money is the thing we need the most of. But we're going to be putting down a greenery. So that makes me want to put it here and then go beside it with the greenery. Just maximize our plants. We could have really maximized our money, but I think the plants are more precious in general. I mean, most people, I think, would agree with that. So, both of these. We have the makings of a really good run. It's just a tragic run in the sense that we're not getting any value out of Saturn systems. Oh, I didn't realize we had decomposers. Not worth waiting on by any means, but yeah, we're in a good spot. We're just not in a huge scoring spot. We're well ahead of the terraforming, you know, break point at which I say, ooh, no good, no good. Usually corporate stronghold, you make the points back. So I almost want to grab it all. Which is crazy, because then you get no value out of anything, because you're not playing anything. But especially if we get research outposts downrange, then we're all of a sudden... Everything's -1, having lots of cards. Maybe I'll stay away from Domed Crater. It's a point, though. It's just, that means if we spend 12, that brings us way down to 20 freaking 4. My gut tells me to take it all, and then just put this down by some steel. Well, not this, but this one. Oh, that doesn't give us enough. Because this is 10 now? Well, we can sell land claim. But I wouldn't want to sell anything else. What if I just grab 2 plants And then build a greenery here for a bunch of money and steel. Oh, I like that a lot. It's pretty decent city placement. And we have enough for this now because the second -1. Oh. Baby. We are on schedule. I love it when a project comes together. I mean, we're at a good -2 points, but we got 2 points on the board. Look, even 16 for next round. The heat is coming. Obviously, grabbing that science card early is not panning out. Like, we're just not hitting the those science cards, but sometimes you hit the science card, sometimes you don't. I'm not going to get too sad about it either way. Commercial district, comet. I kind of like cometing. Kind of like a couple of these cards. I think we wait on the comet just because we're going to continue to get things. Makes me want to lean towards the domed crater. But if I was going to play the domed crater, then I want to have a comet down. Hard world. Because I want to put the domed crater here, because that would get us in on the good times. I could also just city here. There's a good 2 points here. Sure. We're kind of leaning into the cities right now for income, but it's also points. We're lowering our energy production, which is nay, but I mean, I guess the real question is, should have I just played the financial district? But now there's a good spot for the financial district here for 2 cities, though. It's just hard to time oceans. I'm sure you guys have played solo before, and you know the struggle of, if you go early oceans, it's cool, because everything after that comes nicely, but late oceans, you're just trying to place on the board. Tags, we only have 3 events. Highly unlikely. Science tag, though. And energy for heat. I mean, we could do 1 more, but I don't feel super comfortable with that. 8. So we have 4 more production. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 8 we have now. Are we really... I think we take it. So then we heat the planet. If I'm building this comet, what I want to do is come over here for a titanium. This is really weird for me. I'm not getting points. Ooh, ocean here. I guess we might as well get that ocean then, because it's cheap. Can I get both? If I put, because I want to get that financial district this turn. Oh, but I also want to get the... Well, if I put an ocean here, that gives us enough plants for another greenery, which we could put there for 4. See, I need this for 15 and that for 10. That's 25. So really, I have $8. If I play this, I can get $8 back. Or I can get up to $8, rather. Because I place here. And the question is, so I go beside this city. I think I do, but there's 2 plants down here and just as much money. Oh, I could have just placed this first anyway, because that gives me my ocean monies back. So I'm just crazy in my thought pattern here. Tons of heat, overdoing the heat by far, but not actually as calculated earlier. So since I don't need the points, let's just take the 2 plants over here that are safe and we're not wasting any potential. I guess there's argument to be made for here. It's Noctis City, but... We're in a good spot. I don't mind having an energy producing card. We don't need it right now, but I mean, people know when you need energy, it hurts so bad to go paying 11 for it. I think it's okay to science. $12 is 1.5 heat bumps. 3 more times. So we'll have, right now, a breakpoint of 5 extra heat. Because 1, 2, 1, yeah. So we actually do want this card. Barring anything changing. Like if I buy this, then the energy goes up. A couple of other things. Like, we're 1 ocean away, so I'm gonna buy a heat bump or an ocean. An ocean. And then I wanted kelp farming. That's what I did that for. Which we may as well do decomposers. We have at least a point out of it, so. And then the big question is, there was one other card in there I was thinking about playing, Plantation. Do we need to play Plantation this turn? No, we do not. Let's do the 2 plant grab. I'm gonna go here. I really feel like the city in here is valuable. I mean, like, because it really doesn't have to be done like that, but it just feels right to me. So heat bump this turn for the ocean, so we can start going either way. That would have been way better to have than the last one. So we'll do that. We will do this. One of these cards, Ganymede Colony, is just really good for us if we're going to get some late points. Because we have titanium coming in. We'll peek at a card that's awful, get out. And then we're going to go for the large number of plants. We get a lot of granaries this turn, but I think I'm going to standard Project City. And we need 2 more cities. I'm hesitant to standard project for them. So I'm just going to build granaries for cheap and get high plant returns. Gives us the heat bump. Oh, I forgot about that free heat bump when I was calculating the heat required to end the game. It's a pretty, I mean, science, sure. Doesn't actually, like, help, but... I mean, we're so far away in science, that was a mistake. Could have bought something worthwhile. But I still know that the Ganymede Colony is good. It's already at 3 points, because we have 2 Jovians. This is crazy. Saturn system without Jovians. Well, speaking of which, and here's the science. Alright, is the open city worth anything for us? I mean, I feel like we're in a position where buying things is good. Say we bought all of them. And I did it. Just like that. So there's a heat. What would I flip with Mars University? Oh yeah, that one card that's land claim. So we'll get rid of land claim. With that, we got... not good. Birds? Birds are good because we don't have an animal. And we have the shipment nitrogen card. So that's a huge grab for us. Now it's just a matter of like Vesta Shipyard this turn. Farming this turn. We still short on oceans though. Can't get too crazy. 12 for the open city. I don't know where we want to put the open city. Like, I lean towards here, but these are already 2 points. I'm going to go along the oceans. And I think I'm going to standard project for an ocean just so we don't get caught out craving them. That gives us enough for another greenery. Yeah, so now the city would go here, because at least they can share. I don't want a Ganymede colony, and we cannot birds. If I buy a greenery, which we will require, we can get birds. So greenery, here for the money or here for the plants? Here for the card. Here for the point. For the card. Let's get the card. The card's at least $1, right? Oh, I can't get birds. Well, I mean, like I said, I still needed it. It was still a good trade, but just, I don't know. Usually when I'm playing this game, it's like 3 in the morning. But not tonight. So here's the funny thing is with Saturn systems, we usually lose. Last time we won and we got a decent score. This time it looks like we're going to win. And I think we're going to get a good score, obviously. But the thing I find funny is it's because we weren't offered Jovians, at least not until the end. So trying to do this in the correct order. We can grab a card. We could have played it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not enough to justify the cost. I like this spot because it puts us with a 3-point option. We need another greenery though. Had I put it here, we would have had enough, and then we would have got one for free. I feel like a real big dum-dum. I mean, birds first. Then nitrogen shipments. Which is freaking great for us. Point there, a couple points there. Let's make our bird right away. So 3 points on birds. Ganymede, we still need an ocean. Oh, well, we still need the ocean anyway, so easy. And I haven't built Ganymede Colony, so this is 6 points. Or $6. That's $4. We might as well go down here. I've lost on that before. I mean, you guys probably saw the episode and were the ones shouting at me at the time, going, "What are you doing?" So putting a point around here is just as well as putting it beside here, and at least here we get $4. This is the last generation. Great job. So Ganymede. We are gonna have a bonus greenery. But it won't really matter because there's already a spot here, but building a city there is still obviously great. Now, heat trapping is awesome because we're going to do it for animals because they're a point a pop. And then we sell. And by selling this many cards, and we don't have enough science. We never even got close, eh? You never know at the start of the game. 5, we got pretty okay. So what's worth more, the city or the greenery? So it's actually the city, because the city here is worth 2, and then we can build a 2-point greenery here instead of 2 2-point greeneries, or like you know what I'm saying. You guys, if you're watching on episode like 47, I'm gonna take. Part of me wishes that we had gotten away for a little bit more plant income. Had I known I was going to put that there, then a couple there. But I don't think any of the individual moves we made were wrong. We may have been able to math out one more point by abusing this, a couple plants here to put this here. But I think we would have lost a point in other ways making that happen for that free point. So, very happy with this. We have greenified the board as Saturn Systems. 72, 95, 113. Ooh, baby. I think we've scored higher with Saturn Systems. In fact, let me bring up the spreadsheet that you can't see, but I can. Saturn Systems, we've scored 117 on a loss. Okay. Saturn Systems for the win. I didn't update the sheet with our last one, but it was the 100 or so that we got before. So very happy with this. So great to win a couple in a row after being away. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh God. Cheers.